The Adventures of Jason and Marco. We're the off-brand Rick and Morty.
Okay, now that we're back, I have to go get some glazing putty for the little spots that I will leave a picture somewhere around here of like the imperfections and stuff.
Okay, so got our spot putty. And we're gonna very lightly go over our areas here. We're just trying to fill in the little imperfections. And we're applying this very, very thinly. This stuff is very easy to sand. Don't need a lot of it. Make sure we get it pressed into everything. Apply it nice and evenly. Perfect example right here is why we use glazing putty. Is that little dark spot right there that is very suggestive is exactly why we do. And I think that's it. Now we just gotta let that harden.
Okay, so now that the what was it?
Glazing putty.
The glazing putty is now dry. So we're gonna do some light wet sanding. Get that all even up, and we're just trying to make it as flat as possible, and from now we're pretty much on the home stretch. And then we're also using 1000 grit instead of the 800 that we were using earlier.
And when he says light sanding, he means like light sanding. Like he's not putting any pressure on that, except enough to just hold it on there. That's really about all. And he's just trying to knock down any of the high edges on it, so that way when you run your fingers across it, it feels smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels all pretty good. That I don't like. It's just this one edge right here. I can still feel it there.
Here, son.
Right here, really.
Like right here.
That's just a low spot in it.
Oh,
That's gonna have to stay
shit,
there.
yeah.
A little bit on this edge, but yeah, if you close your eyes and run your finger over it, that's how you can tell. So a good trick, like I was literally just telling him, is if you close your eyes and run your finger over it, that's how you're actually going to tell. If you can't feel that it's there, then you have a good transition. If you're looking at it, like you could think that you're feeling something here, but you might not be. If you close your eyes and run your finger over it, I can't actually tell where that glazing putty is. If I had to take a guess, I'd say it's probably right here. Am I right?
He's wrong.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
I've been doing this for a very long time, so
He's the one with the knowledge.
I don't know if I go that far.
Certainly no more than me, I tell you that.
Another really good way to tell, I'm going to interrupt Marco here a quick sec, is wet it down, and then if you take a look at it from the side, which this is not real great because this is
soapy water, so it's putting stuff in there. But you can usually, if you just use regular water, you can actually see where the dip is in it. And honestly, I can't actually feel anything anymore right there, so that's fine. Right here along this edge, and then you can grab the top. Should be good. It's just that top edge. Right? And the reason why Marco is keeping this extremely wet and spraying down his sandpaper too is what he's doing is he's blowing all the junk on the sandpaper. So once he gets some on there, we'll show you. But what he's doing is he's blowing the stuff out of it so that the sandpaper can continue actually doing its job. If you have too much other stuff on there, too much gunk on it, it will not sand properly, and then you get, it doesn't work as well. That's a good indicator of it. Something like that, this is where there's gunk, this is where there isn't. So
there's not as much grape here at Floyd's.
And also, this is 1000 grit sandpaper. He doesn't really have to go in a crisscross pattern with this one. These are such minor scratches in it that it's not really going to matter too much at this point, since it's getting another coat of primer anyways. So,
give it a shot. I don't feel it.
Fantastic.
Let's go! Yes.
Alright, and so now what he can do is he can take the wax and grease remover, pour it all over this, wipe it down real good, and then we'll go ahead and shove another coat of primer on it. Oh wow, man. Paper towel got really wet, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh shit. The tape came out.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Double lock seal bowl. Should take care of that just fine.
Oh yeah.
So now we gotta let this dry off a minute. This stuff will evaporate pretty quick. And as soon as it does, then we can go ahead and actually spray. I can actually see it's drying right here. Physically.
Yeah.
So this stuff, it really
Smooth as
does,
butter.
it flashes off really quick, so.
Yes, sir.
It's literally almost dry, so. Like I said, some double hot steel will clean that up real good. And just like that, it is now all completely dry. So.
Something to note too, a base layer of primer, what you'll really want to do with that is give it a nice light coat. Once you have that nice light coat on there, then you'll want to go over it about 50% overlap. And then if you're going to do a really heavy coat after that, then what you're going to want to do is about a 3/4 overlap. So once this dries, then that should be good. And then we'll just have to wait for tomorrow for this to fully cure, and then we can go ahead and spray a base layer on it.
Yes, sir. I'm so excited, bro.